Get Ripple, the bright new drink with that ring-a-ding flavor. Ripple.
Oh, we're still ticking.
When does the ticking stop?
I have to push the button. Okay.
Oh, is it recording?
We're recording.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It is July 16th. So we're averaging like one every 3 weeks, one a month. It's okay. We're starting out slow and steady.
Yeah, but then we have 5 million things coming up this month, and the month is already half over. And yeah, that's going to be rough.
5 million.
Uh-huh. We have the fair.
Which is probably 25,000 right there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go back on base.
Oh, you're going back.
I'm going back during the fair. I'm also working my other job at the same time. I'm doing all of those things.
Well, I'm working the airport job still. And then I'm going back to teaching come September.
Well, that's not until September, though. You got time.
I got a little bit of time. I have to do some like meetings and whatnot a little ahead of time.
If people actually listen to this podcast, do you think I'd be canceled yet?
No, not yet. But wait till today's episode and see what happens.
Oh, okay. You don't think I would have been? I feel like the last 2 episodes I should be canceled.
It's okay. You're speaking truth. And sometimes people need to hear some hard truths.
Yeah, about how, if you're a teacher and you only work 9 months out of the year, you can't expect to get paid as much as people who...
Did I send you that video that I took? I don't know if I actually sent it to you. I took a video because we went to Palm Springs last week.
Oh, yeah. I meant to ask you about that on the podcast.
So great.
It does not sound great at all.
Oh, my gosh. I freaking love Palm Springs. It was so hot. We spent the entire time in the pool. And it was great. But it's just a bunch of high school friends.
Uh-huh.
And we do it every year. We get together and 9 times out of 10 we end up in Palm Springs because it's an easy spot for us. A lot of us still have younger kids, and it's not too far away from home, but far enough away from home. And
how long does it take to get there?
About 2.5 hours.
Oh. And how hot was it?
I think it got up to 111.
That does no.
Oh my gosh,
thank you.
I love it, but it doesn't.
No, thank you.
But it doesn't feel that hot because it's a dry heat. But anyway, we were driving there, and my friend Karen hadn't listened to the latest episode, and I hate listening to myself, but I was like, okay, fine, put it on if that's...
You let her listen while you were in the car? I cannot do that.
I did, but it was really funny because it was like watching someone's reaction to it, and she's like talking to us, but not to me, like sitting next to her, but talking to us in the radio. And she's a teacher, so she was hearing all the teacher stuff, and she was laughing. I took a little video. I'll have to send it to you.
Okay.
But yeah, she was laughing. And then we got a couple other text messages about that last
yeah,
episode.
we sure did.
Yeah, it was funny. Funny.
Oh, that's both of us.
Oh, we're getting text messages about the fair.
Yeah.
Come and visit us if you listener. In the Ventura County Fair Agriculture Building. That's where Angela and I will be spending the next 2.5 weeks.
Oh, gosh.
All day, every day.
I can already feel my feet hurting.
Bring us some free beer.
My feet are going to hurt so bad. Oh, I need to get you some Hey Dudes.
That's what you were saying.
Yes. People think they're the ugliest shoes. They're like the new Crocs. Because people think they're so ugly. They look like old man loafers.
Totally.
But they're so comfortable. And they have like a nice, good padding on the bottom. And we're on concrete that entire time.
Yeah.
In the fair. And
not a lot of sitting happens.
No.
And concrete is hard on your feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm a flip-flop person, so I don't wear good shoes.
Yeah. But, yeah, come see us.
Yeah. If you come and see us and you say you listened, we'll give you a free prize. We have free prizes.
We do?
Yeah, we do. Remember we ordered them?
Those aren't free. Yeah, pay for those.
Well, we'll give them something for free.
Okay. We'll figure something out.
Like a button or a pencil.
Or a bat.
Or a bat. We'll give you something for free. Come visit us and say you listen to the podcast.
Okay.
What else?
I don't know. I have some baby chicks maybe hatching, or they might be dead. I don't know.
No.
We've got a good collection of hobbies going on. Also, shop my posh closet and Vinted. Got lots of good things there.
Big sale going on.
Yeah.
We're looking at all the ways to make the money.
Basically, that's kind of what's happening right now.
Yeah. What do you think of the whole parasite thing?
I think that I don't really have a lot of thoughts on it. I don't think it's as big as people are making it seem, because I think a lot of apps are taking advantage of it, and they're like, oh, is your fruit clean? Download our app and we'll give it a rating. But it's a poop to mouth parasite.
Mm-hmm.
And
which is gross.
Well, that happens, and sometimes people
don't wash their hands.
Poop on their hands, and when they're moving your produce around and they get poop on it. But, like, it can't be all that widespread, right? And it's not like we're in a third world country. We still have
washing facilities.
We still have washing facilities. We have clean water. We have anti-parasitics and...
Some of the videos
I don't think you're going to die from diarrhea.
People are making about these parasites are hilarious. I saw one. It was to the music of Full House. That, you know, that everywhere.
Oh,
like,
you sent
and
that to me.
This lady, going through the grocery store, and she's like, I'm going to eat it. And then she's like, no, I'm not. But then she's like, yeah, I'm going to eat it. And it's like talking about wanting to kickstart her diet. And then I saw another one. She's eating like blueberries, and she's like, I'm crazy. I'm eating fruit, and I'm crazy. People are just getting really silly with this. Makes me laugh.
I saw one that's like, with my IBS, I wouldn't even know if I had the parasite.
Well, that's how I feel. Yeah, totally.
Oh,
yeah. But
man.
then also I see people on like some of my mom groups saying like, Underwood Farms, are there strawberries safe to eat? My kid really wants strawberries, but we're trying not to buy fresh fruit right now. And
really, that's what you're cutting out of your diet, fresh fruit?
That's what some people are saying.
That's
and then they're
craziness.
like, well, the parasite can live for up to 2 weeks, so even washing it won't do anything. It's a lot of fear mongering going on right now.
Yeah, and like, okay, people at Jack in the Box, they're touching your food too. Any restaurant you go to, they're touching your food.
Well, if you have kids,
they're gross.
Yeah.
They're always sticky.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. And then, of course, the conspiracy theorists come out and say, like, oh, the reason that, the government is telling us about this parasite is because they want to control our food source more, and all these fruits now are going to have no seeds, so we're not going to be able to plant our own seeds and grow our own food. And yeah, it's just spiraling.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
I don't really know what else to get into about that. Yeah. I don't really buy into that part. I do think that I don't know. We talked about on our other podcast about the avian flu and how they like destroyed all those chickens. And now there's like did we talk about the ticks that make you allergic to meat? With the alpha-gal syndrome.
Was that this podcast or the other podcast?
I don't know. And now there's like the mosquito situation, and there's like West Nile, and now Google's releasing mosquitoes. I don't know how I feel about Google mosquitoes.
What the hell is a Google mosquito?
Google's releasing mosquitoes.
From where? From their downloading sources? What?
Google's debug project, an effort to reduce disease-carrying mosquito populations. Why they're doing it? So this is like a sterile insect release. So they're
kind of like screwworm.
Right.
Which are the sterile flies. That we did talk about on the other podcast.
Yeah. So they're only releasing male mosquitoes, and they're sterile, so they breed the females, and then they don't have babies.
Wait, I have a question.
Why is Google doing it? I don't know. It's freaking me out a little bit. Huh?
Okay, I just thought about this. So, like, this is a really stupid question, but do the male flies know they're sterile?
No.
So they're breeding thinking that...
I don't think they're thinking anything. I think it's just instinct.
Okay. And the female flies are okay with that because they think they're going to get pregnant.
Also, don't think that conversation is happening in their head. I'm not sure if they're consenting. I don't think they go on mosquito dates first.
You don't think they buy a drink for each other first?
A little vial of blood?
A little soft cricket music in the background?
I don't think that's happening.
Oh.
I think they're just bugs and they're doing bug things. And
that helps because it makes the mosquitoes population just die.
Yes.
And screwworm.
And screwworms.
That's not a worm, it's a fly.
Well, the larva is a little wormy thing. Yeah. The more you know. Also, neither of those are bugs. Fun fact.
Mosquitoes aren't bugs?
No.
What are they?
They're mosquitoes.
The mosquitoes have a category of their own?
Uh-huh.
Are they an
They're flies.
insect?
Yes. They're a fly.
Huh. I'm learning so much.
Yep. Okay.
Tell me another thing.
Oh, I have to talk more? Okay. I have a story for you. This is crazy. And I didn't think that it was true until I did some research. I'm like, wow, that actually is a true story. So this is a story that was floating around social media. and turns out it's an actual news story, and it happened in Gilbert, Arizona. There's an 18-month-old little boy named Vincent Lorenzo, and he received all kinds of widespread attention because he was pronounced dead at a hospital. But later, when he was in the hospital's morgue, nearly 6 hours in the cold room, somebody working found him alive.
Stop it.
So imagine, like,
Wait. He's 18 months old?
yeah, baby.
This is terrifying. Okay, continue.
Okay.
This is so scary to
So
me.
let's go back and let me tell you the story about how all of this happened. So he was found unresponsive in his family's backyard pool on February 8th. So I guess they had some guests over. They were watching some game. I don't know if that's when Super Bowl happened, something like that. They're watching some game. Somebody left a door open. He wanders outside. He falls into the pool, and then he's found unresponsive. Absolutely terrified. So then, of course, they call 911. They try to resuscitate him. They take him into the hospital. Around 6:20 p.m., they declare him dead. This doctor declares him dead. According to a police report, both of his parents and 2 police officers repeatedly believed that they saw and heard signs of life. So that's when it gets kind of like, wait, why is this doctor saying this? Why is this doctor saying back off, he's dead? If there's other people who are there witnessing him gasping. One nurse reported that she felt a pulse, and then the hospital staff attributed these observations to I don't know how to pronounce that, agonal breathing, or a breathing reflex that occurs around the time of death. And so it's like basically the CPR is letting out the air,
That has been pushed in. But the thing is, it's not like it's people working off of like emotions. It's not like the mom or the dad saying, he's still alive, like fighting for their child. These are people that don't have any tie to the little boy. They're just medical professionals.
Right. And you think that you would trust him. Like, I feel like that you should have the ability, and maybe they do, and maybe this is what just wasn't happening, that if you are a medical professional and you see something, you're allowed to like
step in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just because he's a doctor, he pulls rank over these nurses?
I don't know. And then, like, where does your moral compass come in when you're like, oh, well, those are the rules? Like, at some point, don't you say, fuck the rules?
And try to save a child?
Yeah, it's so weird. I can't even imagine, like, roller coaster of emotions that the parents were going through. But, so then, they declare him dead. Oh, go ahead.
I'm a little upset, though, that the parents didn't have their pool more secured or weren't watching their child. Not, like, that's kind of scary, right? Like, why did that little boy fall into a pool and no one saw that happen?
I don't know. There's this one chick that's on TikTok, and her entire, like, platform is all about kids drowning prevention. Like, she talks about, like, what color swimsuits kids should wear. And
and it's interesting, you should wear different colored swimsuits in a lake, in an ocean, and a pool.
She talks about that, and like different types of flotation devices that help kids learn how to swim, and others that like mess them up when they're trying to learn how to swim. And she was actually a lifeguard and a like child swim trainer person, and her kid died from drowning.
Oh,
so she's like, I'm proof that it can happen to anybody.
It's terrible.
Yeah. At her parents' house.
So, I mean, yeah, I get it. Accidents happen, but it always kind of makes me wonder.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, keep going. This little boy that came back to life.
Yeah. Well, he was never dead. What the hell is wrong with this doctor? So they take him, like I said, he goes down to the morgue. He's in a freaking refrigerator holding room for 6 hours.
How cold are those rooms?
I don't know. A lot colder than it is in here because my ass is sticking to your leather chair. He was found breathing. He was immediately airlifted to Phoenix Children's Hospital. So then there was like concerns about brain damage because he was unconscious for so long. He wasn't breathing, all of this stuff, and who knows what like follow-up care like he would require. But after a little bit of treatment and examination, he was found to have like no permanent brain damage, which is just a freaking miracle.
How long was he in the water for, do they suspect?
I don't know. It doesn't say on this story. Let me see if I can find another
But
one.
enough to be unresponsive to the parents.
Enough to be declared dead.
Well, there's
and
that.
maybe it was just the doctor. Like, I don't know. Like,
so
what?
My head goes to, was he trying to do something with this little boy's body that he shouldn't be doing?
I don't think the doctors get to keep the bodies that they declare dead. It's not like, I call dibs.
I get this. What if he was trying to like
harvest his organs?
Or sell him. Maybe the parents were going to cremate him.
I don't think that the doctors get to take him home.
Well, they're not
I don't
supposed
think that's
to.
how it's supposed to happen.
They're not. Of course it's not supposed to, but I bet stuff like that happens.
I don't know. Maybe the doctor was like losing it. Maybe he...
Are they investigating him at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is sickening. So while saying goodbye to their son, the toddler's parents expressed that they believed that he was still breathing based on the appearance of him gasping for air. No. Oh, my God.
See, how come someone else didn't step in?
I don't know. And this nurse says that she reported that she had a pulse. According to the police report, when the officer informed the doctor of this, Tusi, I guess is the name of the doctor, arrogantly told me that he was the doctor and he had the medical degree. He went to medical school for a reason and to let him do his thing.
Oh, don't do your thing anywhere around me.
No, you're done.
Mm-hmm. Well, it turned out to be a good story, but it could have been so bad.
That's freaking wild. I hope that those parents are like, they get so much money from suing that guy for medical malpractice that they are just set for life. That is, I can't even, like, it's just an insane whirlwind of emotions. Like, that's crazy. I cannot even begin to imagine.
Mm-mm. It's terrifying.
Yeah. So that's all I got to say about that.
Oh, well, speaking of another drowning, I know, sorry. Are you following the Nolan Wells case at all? Or, like,
wait. Oh, I think so.
So it's
tell me
that 18-year-old boy, Nolan Wells. He's from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. He recently graduated from Ocean Springs High School, and he was this big football player on the community college, and he's studying business. And then 4th of July weekend, he goes with a bunch of his friends to Horn Island, which is part of the Gulf Islands National Seashore off the Mississippi coast. So somewhere around there. I don't really know. But he was reported missing after he didn't return with the group. And his body was found in the water 2 days later on July 6th. And people are saying, was this, did he get into a fight with some friends and they murdered him? Because the friends aren't really saying very much about this. But there's pictures of him on the 4th of July at 12:30 at night in a pool with a bunch of people. Looks like he's having a great time. And the authorities haven't announced a final cause of death yet. They're there's an investigation going on where they initially said that drowning was suspected, but they are also saying that this investigation remains active while they're awaiting the medical examiner's findings. So there's a bunch of different kind of theories going on about it.
So, okay, I remember hearing a little bit about it. Why did they leave him behind?
Well, that's the thing. That's one of the big questions. They left the island and no one said, "Hey, where's Nolan?" Or
No. I thought that they intentionally left him behind. He said he was going to stay behind, but what was the reasoning for it?
Well, that's what I think is kind of raising a lot of questions, that there's multiple stories going on. But because his family's actually hired a civil rights attorney to do an independent investigation, saying that they have a bunch of unanswered questions about the timeline, about his cell phone, and about the events that just kind of led up to his disappearance.
Why is it a civil rights attorney? Because he's a black kid?
I guess, and he was with a bunch of white people.
Is that, I don't know.
No, for real, yeah.
I would think that a private investigator or something.
No, this is specifically a civil rights attorney. So it's in the pictures I saw, he's hanging out with all these people and they look like they're having a great time. They're having friends. Obviously, he trusted them enough to go on a boat with them and to go camping and celebrate the 4th of July with them.
Weren't they all on a football team together or something? Or am I mixing up stories?
No, a lot of them were, because he was on the community college football team.
Oh, okay. So this is why supposedly one of the stories is that they left him behind. So the boat that they were operating had suffered a pump failure while leaving Horn Island on July 4th. The call was made around 4 p.m., roughly an hour after Wells was allegedly last seen by... Oh, so that's afterwards. Because I thought I had heard that they were having, boat problems, and maybe they wanted to, limit the number of people on the boat, and he's like, oh, well, I'll stay back, and you just come back and get me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of weird stuff, because it sounded like, to me, from one of the reports that I had heard, that the friends were very cooperative with the parents, and like his cell phone was on the boat, which is odd.
Right.
And they gave the parents the cell phone.
Yeah, so his phone was left on the boat, so it wasn't with him on the island.
Which is strange.
So, yeah, first of all, why would you say, oh, here, take my phone with you? I'll just stay here.
Okay. That's, this reminds me a lot about the other story about a person being left behind, which I think happens the same weekend.
4th of July weekend?
Yeah. About the girl who was left behind, who went to pee she was in a river. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know this. Yeah, Nolan's family said that they were concerned that messages, photos, and Snapchat activity from the roughly 24 hours before the phone was returned to them appeared to be missing. Like someone had deleted text messages, deleted Snapchat, deleted photos and stuff for those 24 hours. But what if he just wasn't using his phone for maybe he was already dead?
That stuff's easily figure-outable.
That's a really good word.
Figure-outable.
Uh-huh.
It's a book. Everything is figure-outable. And I hated it. It was a terrible book. But no, it is. You can definitely subpoena that information, even if it's on Snapchat, even if the snap had been deleted. All of that. We
talked about this on the David case or one of the other ones where they were able to go back and retrieve Snapchats, which you think disappear after a certain amount of time. They're forever there. That fingerprint is always there.
Yeah, every text message, every Snapchat, everything. It can all be recovered.
Wait, tell me about the girl.
Okay, so this is weird. This is really similar. I think it was the weekend before 4th of July. The case is about a 19-year-old Marley Kinney who went missing and was later found dead after being accidentally left behind on a pontoon boat full of friends in Garrison Lake, Kentucky. So they went out to this lake. There was 11 people on a rented boat, and they were, when investigators were looking for witnesses of where this person may have been lost during this boat ride, they found her in the background cliff jumping. She was she was around. People saw her. It wasn't like a some sort of malicious thing like we're gonna take her out and drown her or whatever. Mm-hmm. But apparently at one point she got off the boat to pee, and it's like a river. I think you can jump on the shore fairly easily. Mm-hmm. And a few other girls also got off the boat to pee there, and when they got back on, she wasn't there, but nobody had noticed until a while later. And then they went back looking for her.
I don't understand that.
See, I don't
how
either.
Do you not know that your friend is missing?
I don't know.
Or even a stranger. I got off the boat with 4 other people. Okay, only 3 of them came back.
11 is not a lot of people on a boat. 11's a decent group, but not so many that you don't realize when somebody's missing.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
And what happened to her?
She died. They did a 4-day search involving helicopters, divers, drones. She was out there in a bikini. They went back. They looked for her. They could not find her anywhere. Search times couldn't find her. And eventually they found her body, unfortunately. And there was a ton of conspiracies. There's somebody knows something. Yes. Like what you said, this doesn't make sense. You don't get off the boat and then get back on and drive away and not realize that somebody's missing. And same, especially girls, when you go to pee, you don't just leave somebody behind. It's just weird. And
was there a lot of alcohol involved?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So blood alcohol heavily involved. The person who was driving the boat was actually arrested and charged with boating under the influence and had a blood alcohol level of 0.137.
Is that a lot?
I think that's a lot. Yeah, I think that's a lot. Yeah. And then this is one story that I actually thought about talking about on the podcast before today because it was just so weird. It just doesn't make sense. But her sister, who had been organizing these searches and showing people pictures, if you see my sister, call this number. She went out and made a video basically announcing when they had found her dead. And she's like, the conspiracy theories just need to stop because I know who was on the boat. I don't think that they meant anything. They were just drunk and
honestly, that's what I've been hearing a lot with the Nolan Wells case is people are like, it was an unfortunate accident. The poor guy drowned. He was a fantastic person. Let's let him rest in peace.
I don't know. I don't know how either one of them end up in the water. That's the thing.
without people knowing.
Yeah.
Well, because everyone's totally trashed.
But even if you're totally trashed, would you think I'm going to go swim back? I don't know. That's the weird part. Because I would think my first suspicion with that girl who was in a bikini and left behind is maybe she ran into somebody who wasn't a good person and didn't have the greatest intentions. And they're like, oh, yeah, sure, we'll give you a ride back. And then
didn't.
Yeah.
Or what about with like in the Nolan case? So they are drinking, they're on the boat, they're having a good time. Boys are doing boy things and start pushing and shoving. Maybe someone pushed him off and said, aha, he'll swim back. And he didn't swim back.
Yeah. Or some sort of accident that turned into something much worse. I don't know. There's something really, no pun intended.
I know.
Fishy.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
Okay. No, that's weird.
I know. Sad. Really sad.
Another story for you. This is one that's been going around TikTok and it's gotten pretty viral. And I think I asked you about this already. Have you heard about Alex Sunny? Does that name ring a bell?
Yes.
Tell me what you know. Tell me what you think.
Okay, so she thinks that she's going to move to Afghanistan to live with her husband, who she has known for how long?
She's been married for a couple years, I think, but she's only seen him once in person. She got married the first time she saw him. Married at first sight.
But they were talking for a few weeks before they got married, right?
I think they were talking for like a year
Was
before
it that
they got.
long?
Yeah, I think they were talking for a long time. So they met each other on Snapchat.
Mm-hmm. She's American.
Red flag number one. They met each
He's-
other on Snapchat.
He's Afghanistani. Afghanistan.
Afghani,
Afghan is a blanket.
and a dog. Afghani.
Afghani.
He's from Afghanistan. He
Yes.
lives there.
Mm-hmm. And she's selling all of her stuff to go in and live with him. And she's super excited and she fully believes that she is going to be treated just the way that she's treated in the U.S. when she gets there.
It is wild. So she is 26 years old. She's beautiful. She's a career truck driver. Like she makes all the things.
Badass.
Yeah, pretty cool. She also has like a little side gig influencing. She does makeup and hair and I don't know what else. Okay, so she met this guy back in 2024. They talked extensively on Snapchat and then she eventually went to visit him, but they didn't visit in Afghanistan. They went to Pakistan. And apparently there they decided that they are going to get married the very first time that they met each other.
Which is very common and typical in
What?
in the Afghani culture. And the reason I know this, I used to work with a girl who that's what her culture was, and she taught me so much about it. She taught me about the hajibs and that she would text message people and she would call them her boyfriends who she never met in person. That to me wasn't that bizarre just because of someone that I know that's actually living that culture and was explaining stuff to me. I think it's weird because that's not what I'm used to. But no, she said, I mean, she would get married. She was married before to a man that she had only met one time. Was married for quite a while, had 2 sons with him. They got divorced after a while. But yeah, she was talking to men that she had met online on like specific dating sites. And she would refer to them as her boyfriend. Here, do you want to see a picture of my boyfriend? Oh, I'm FaceTiming with my boyfriend right now.
When
She
was
never met
this?
them in person at the old school at Mesa that I used to work at.
Wow. I did not. Yeah, I never heard about her until now. But yeah, I mean, if you go back and look at her stories and stuff on TikTok or whatever they're called, TikToks, she is very proud of being a truck driver. It's like a very much like, oh, I'm a powerful woman type of move.
Right.
And she also does like a lot of beauty influencing where she talks about different makeup and hair products and stuff that she uses. None of which she's going to be able to do if she actually moves there. And at first, I thought it was like a rage bait thing, was like just a kind of a skit, a thing to get a reaction out of people, because it definitely did. A ton of people were like, hey, you're crazy.
You're an idiot.
You're
Yeah.
insane. And then I thought like, oh, maybe this is like a social experiment and it's like a way for people to figure out or like realize or pay attention to how women are now being treated in Afghanistan. Because I don't think a lot of people really knew. They're like, oh yeah, you have to like cover your face, and it's very much a male dominated culture, and you kind of have to do what you're told. But I didn't realize just how many restrictions that they had under the current Taliban government. So did you know about all of the restrictions?
I don't know all of them, but I know, your face has to be covered, the makeup, the hair. Yeah, she's not going to get to do all of that.
Well, she's not even going to be able to go outside unless she's escorted by a male.
And forget making more influencer videos, because she's not going to have access to any of that.
No, you can't have TikTok. I mean, people have TikTok there, but it's like, it's not allowed. It's flying underneath the radar. And who knows what sort of punishment you'll get if you get caught with it, especially a female. But yeah, they're not allowed to go out without a male escort. They have to have the fully covered bodies, faces, everything. They have to remain silent. They cannot sing or speak in public. They can't go to a male doctor. They have to go to a female doctor, which is really hard to do because women are not allowed to attend schooling any higher than 6th grade.
Oh, that makes sense.
Women are banned from universities. It's crazy. They're not allowed to go to parks, gyms, sporting facilities, beauty salons, which most of them have closed because, like, who's going? They cannot participate in political activity. And this is all under the Taliban. And the crazy thing is, which is why I thought it was like, oh, this is her way of trying to bring attention to it. If you go back to pictures from before this regime change, they looked like Western women. They went to school. They went to universities. They wore mini skirts. They did their hair. They listened to rock music. They
spoke.
Yeah. So
some people are saying that because this has gained so much publicity, that the people over there are going to almost use it as a commercial to the Western civilization. Like, hey, it's not that bad after all. Look at what this lady's getting to do. Ooh, look, you should come here too. They're thinking they're going to use it as some kind of a stunt like that, almost a commercial, which could be very dangerous if done incorrectly. But some people are also saying that she's just never going to be heard from again.
Yeah. People are like, oh, I'm waiting for the Netflix documentary on this, and then others were replying and saying like, yeah, it's not gonna happen because nobody's gonna hear from her again.
And people that have lived there are coming out and saying, please don't go, like, stay away, you do not want this, we have escaped from this and you do not want it. And she's just kind of ignoring it all.
Yeah, it's I saw.
Has she left?
No, she's leaving in August. But the latest, a couple things. One, I did see the video that you were talking about where this woman, her entire platform is like, I don't know if it's her directly or the generation before her fleeing the Taliban, and talking about how that is a thing that they have done where they have essentially hired influencers or given them trips out to Afghanistan and like portrayed it in such a way where it's like, oh, this is a luxurious, awesome place to be.
Right.
And come out but it's like a trap essentially. But the latest that I've heard is that people have come out, whether or not it's true, but they've said that they're also talking to this man on Snapchat, and they're also dating him / married to him.
I saw that. I forgot about that part of the story. Yeah, there's pictures with him and other women, and saying, but is multiple partners or spouses legal there? So maybe he does have multiple boyfriends, or maybe boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives.
Probably. I don't know.
What's that called? Polygamy?
Yes. I'm not sure. I have no clue, but
But she's legit selling her stuff, packing up, getting ready to move.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Her family's like begging her not to go.
Oh, see, I saw her family was encouraging it. They were saying like, oh, this is part of our culture and this is just how we do things. But I don't know. I'm not sure.
Who knows?
I mean, maybe it's different parts of the family. Yeah, that's the other thing is there's so many people who are coming out and like just trying to ride the engagement
wave.
Sure.
We'll have to follow that and see what happens.
Yeah, if we can.
Yeah, well, unless it goes radio silence.
Oh man, have you heard the Blue Burqa song?
No, what is that?
As soon as I started liking and like changing my algorithm to learn more about this crazy chick, I keep getting the burqa.
What does that mean?
Burqa song. So it's actually a protest song.
My father does it too. I have to wear burqa. The burqa is blue.
This is a real thing.
This is a real thing. So this was a group of women, obviously, from Afghanistan, who they're not allowed to do any of this stuff. They're not allowed to write music, perform music, be in public speaking, this sort of thing. But because they're wearing their burqas, they were able to like fly under the radar because nobody knew who they were. And they actually got to do like a small tour somehow.
No way. And they got people singing the song?
Yeah.
And what are the words? My father wears a burqa. What's it say?
Let me find it.
My mother wears a burqa. My father does it too. I have to wear a burqa. The burqa is blue.
The burqa is what?
Blue.
Oh.
Blue burqa. And yeah, it was back in 2003. But it's crazy. Like if you look at look at this. This is how women used to dress. Like they just look like regular people in the 70s.
Totally.
They've got the flower girl,
Long hair, cute dresses, stewardesses.
and then it turns into that where like you can't even identify them as people anymore.
Their eyes aren't even showing in some of them.
It is wild. Like how do you get an entire population of people to
Agree to that.
I don't know if it's necessarily agree
Or
but
follow.
forced into that.
Well, I don't know. The government does some things that people follow sometimes too easily. Just saying.
All right, your turn. Tell me a story.
What?
So we talked about the two different people who unfortunately passed away because, and this is side
Of the
note, this isn't
drowning?
even a story that because they were left behind. Both kind of similar stories, weird kind of mysterious things going on. I also heard this story, and I haven't like looked at the full report, that there was a woman in Florida who went to test drive like some, I don't know, a small economy car, a Civic or Acura, I don't know, something irrelevant. So she went to test drive this car, and she gets in. She doesn't return it. She just keeps on driving, and the car dealership calls the police, reports it, and they were able to track her down pretty quickly on the freeway. And she was driving like crazy. She was like going 100 miles an hour, and then she gets to this like bridge that's going over the swampland area, and she pulls over and she strips down and she jumps into the water. She's in Florida. The water is full of gators. And they're trying to help her get out of these gator infested waters. And she's like refusing their help. So eventually these cops have to jump in after her to save this naked, crazy lady. And basically the only thing similar to that story and the other stories is water.
That's a great story.
Thanks. I thought it was a good
That's
story.
a really good story right there about the crazy lady swimming. Do you want to hear my story? And you're going to have to help me because I know you know a lot more about the sciencey stuff than I do. But tell me what you know about CERN and that big spinny thing that they're doing underground.
It spins things and particles and science and time, space continuum and Mandela Effect.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's
about all I know about
so
that.
It's about 17 miles underground.
That's really far.
And
Why does it have to be so far underground?
Because
in case it explodes?
It's a particle accelerator that smashes particles together at extremely high energies.
Why are we doing this?
Because scientists want to study the fundamental building blocks of the universe.
So they're recreating the Big Bang.
I guess it's a little terrifying. It's located on the border of Switzerland and France, and people are saying since they've been doing this, Mandela Effect stuff is either changing or that's why we have the Mandela effect. And they're saying that like time has sped up or slowed down, and so much of the Mandela effect is like people will like die on that hill, like about Fruit of the Loom and the cornucopia. Like I swear there was a cornucopia in Fruit of the Loom. I swear there was.
Yeah,
But there's no proof anywhere.
I think there was some, maybe. Or maybe they just made that up. I heard a few of them recently that I had never heard before that people are attributing to the most recent shutdown of CERN. I think you sent me one. Oh, the Willy Wonka one.
About the moon pie and the chocolate bar.
Yeah, it was the moon pie. The first thing that he opens to try to find a ticket was a moon pie, not a chocolate bar.
And people are saying it's flip-flopped. But also they're saying, you know, like mirror, mirror on the wall.
It's magic mirror. on the
Magic
wall.
mirror.
That's an old one though.
But they're also saying that when I saw recently, there's a man saying like, it felt like time was going so fast, and now we can like breathe and slow down again. I think that just depends on the person.
Yeah, because I've heard both sides of that. I've heard people saying that, oh, I'm getting headaches all of a sudden, and then other people are saying, well, I'm not getting headaches anymore.
Right.
So,
But they're also saying that this thing with CERN is that it's opening portals to alternate dimensions. It merges parallel universes. It alters history or timelines, where the Mandela Effect kind of comes into play. And it causes people to remember events from a previous reality. Do you believe any of that?
I'm not smart enough to have an opinion on that one. I just think it's weird. What are they trying to gain from this? Who's funding all of this?
Yeah, 17 miles. And it's so big. It's like this big spinny thing. It's crazy.
And like, I don't know. It feels like secret society elitist.
100% it is.
And
this is just what they're allowing
lizard
us
people.
to know. Like, what else is really happening? This is just what they've like shared.
I don't know. I did hear that the Energizer Bunny is different now.
I did too. Have you looked that up?
Yeah.
Is he different?
Yeah.
What's he look like?
So, okay, Energizer Bunny. Describe, don't look it up. Just describe to me what the Energizer Bunny looks like.
Oh, see, I can't visualize things. I think he had a backpack on. Oh, no, those were the batteries.
Okay, you already said it.
What?
Energizer Bunny, everybody thought that he had batteries on his back, right? He's a little pink bunny. He has batteries on his back, which makes him keep going.
I don't think he's pink.
Yeah, he's pink.
No.
He's not pink?
I think he's like white or gray.
I thought he was pink.
Okay.
And he's playing a drum.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
No, apparently the battery was on his leg, not
No,
his
it
back.
wasn't. It was like 2 batteries on his back.
That's what I thought. It was on his leg.
No, it's not.
I don't know. And then the other one that I was like determined, and I didn't watch this show that much. I think I saw it a few times. What's it called?
Nick at Night?
Nick at Night.
Nickelodeon?
Bewitched.
Sure.
Right?
Uh-huh.
What does she do when she casts a spell or like does magic sort of things?
She wiggles her nose. It's the witch twitch, the twitch witch. I know it from Gilmore Girls.
She does not wiggle her nose.
She does.
She doesn't. Look it up. She moves her lips. She goes,
But is that wiggling her nose as well?
no, it's not. Look it up. It's a thing.
No, she's doing her nose like a bunny. It's the Energizer Bunny and the witch.
I'm looking up the Energizer Bunny. Yeah, he's definitely pink.
Oh,
Look
it's
it.
like gray.
Look. It's on his leg.
No, it's not.
It's on his leg on all of these. All I did was type in Energizer Bunny. Battery, leg, battery, leg, battery, leg.
And he's pink?
And he's always been pink. I don't know why you didn't remember that. That's so freaking weird.
Well, if you believe in the Mandela Effect or have a Mandela Effect thought that you believe happened and didn't and happened, how do I say that?
I think you said it just fine.
Just great.
I think everybody's going to know.
Okay, well, share your Mandela Effects with us. And then come visit us at the fair. We would love it. It'd be super fun. See how many people we'll count. We'll have a tally in our building on how many Ripple Pod listeners come listen, and we'll see what number it gets to.
Hey, we have a lot of listeners in Germany.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they'll come visit us.
We're popular in Germany all of a sudden. It's really interesting. Okay, until then, don't forget to be a fountain.
Not drained by.
Hey, that's where the saying comes from. It's the fair.
It is.
Fun fact.
Delusional.
Okay, bye.